Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to Sharps Brewery, makers of Doombar, yes, for their Atlantic Pale Ale. Been a while since I've had this. Tropical and refreshing, 4.5% ABV, and it says on the back, oh, can't see the writing. The Atlantic Ocean, dynamic and constantly moving, possesses energy which shapes and inspires the way we brew. Atlantic Pale Ale showcases the citrus aromas and flavours of American hops without the intense bitterness sometimes associated with New World Pale Ales. So yeah, we'll give it a pour. We'll see how it cooks. And and the good thing is, I managed to snag this for free. Hey! Yeah. Raggy's sort of price. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bottles for free. So cheers, work. Yeah. You didn't get me a Christmas present. And I was never going to the Christmas party because I don't really know anybody to talk to that much. And I don't play Happy Families. And to be honest, they're all lager drinkers. And I'd rather drink proper beer. You know what I mean? You smell what the rag's cooking. So, golden pour on this. A good inch of head on it, white head. Certainly a malty nose on the top. Like a bready malty nose to start off with. Oh, gosh, it's cold. It's not the greatest time to do beer reviews in the shed. Yeah. What are we now? I'm not sure what day it is. What date it is? About 20th, is it? I don't know. That's January. Oh. Modern traditional beer. So it's all about subtle. There is a subtle tropical aroma going off and tropical taste, but it certainly is subtle, you know, modern traditional. Most beers in bottles are mod traditional, you know. Subtle is the word. Not everything, no, there are some that aren't, but you know, the vast majority, literally about 98%, are. There are always though, possibly one or two that aren't, for obvious reasons. But there we go. You know, it's looking good. In the summer, not in the shed at this time, it's freezing. Oh, I've got 2 layers. I've got 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of trousers on. Well, one thermal and one normal. 3 tops on, a woolly hat, and I'm still freezing. And apparently it's 5 degrees outside. Oh. Things you do for a beer review, hey. But in the shed, I can do a proper beer review. In the house, I'm always watching to see who's going to come in the kitchen. And yeah, it is what it is on that side of things. So, Sharps Atlantic. We were selling this over at Cockliffe at one stage. They've chopped and changed a few times since then. You know, I'm not in charge of what beer's sold on the bar. And that's probably as much as I can say on that subject, because I'm not in charge. Yeah, I'm a gardener, so yeah. Although you won't think I did beer reviews, you know, and you won't think I had a good opinion to give them. Not, did they listen? Do they? No, not at all. Oh, flavour coming through now. The subtleness of the tropical flavours is actually coming out now. The air's getting to the beer. It's getting more. It's not a craft beer, so that's, it's not craft beer, in your face tropical, but it is a smooth tropical beer. It's tasting nice. It's easy drinking. And for those people who don't want big flavours, in your face flavours, then it's the spot. And then, let's be fair, the majority of beer drinkers out there, the absolute majority, are the ones that like modern traditional beers. That's why modern traditional in supermarkets rules all over what is, considered craft. Although in a lot of ways, when you think about it, this generation's modern traditional was last generation's craft in a lot of ways. Because you only need to look, and around about 15 years ago when I was at Sainsbury's, when I first went, there were no craft beers at all. None of this craft beer generation that's here now were there. Brewdog came in late 2010, 2011. They were the first of this generation of craft beer. But before that, and that's where you get breweries who call themselves craft breweries. And then you look at their beers, and to people who look at what is at the forefront of this generation of beer drinkers, most of the craft beers of this generation aren't actually in the shops. You get your Northern Monks, your Siren, but you don't get your Tracks, your Beak. Cloudwater you did for a few months, but that's soon curtailed. Although all them beers tasted the same anyway. But yeah, that generation is for the most part not in the supermarkets. Some of them are, but not the really big names. They're not. And that's probably a good thing, because their prices in supermarkets would be, it'd be difficult to get them beers in supermarkets for a price that the public are willing to pay. The vast majority of the public, So, oh gosh, it is really cold. I can't go on too long. A lovely golden pour, lovely tropical flavours. Once the air gets to it, it's coming out more. It's more flavour is bursting out, and more aroma as well. A good beer for a warmer day. Yeah, not when it's 3-4 degrees in the beer room. Ooh. Would I drink it again? Yes. And I've got another 6 or 7 bottles, so I will be drinking it again for sure. And cheers work. Hey, who knew? Out of 5. Good 4.3 out of 5. Thank you for watching. See you soon.